Hello everyone, my name's Botanist Cool, and today we're gonna try pin washing on my Wolf's Dragoons Assault Stars for my custom Battletech mercenary group. If you guys are enjoying my mini painting and mini building videos, make sure to like and subscribe. It's the best way to support me. It's free, it's easy in 2 clicks, and I can't thank you enough for the support. Let's get on to the rest of the video. Today, we're doing work on the Timberwolf, the Rifleman, the Archer, and the Blackjack Battle Mech. Just as a little aside, I've been saying Battlejack Black Mech like over and over again, so I've had to do like this take multiple times to get it right. So I just wanted to share my pain with you for a little while. But anyways, we are doing these guys and we're doing them in the colors of the Mosswood Rangers, which are the military branch of my custom Battletech group, the Planetary Preservation Project. They are supposed to look gray as if they were stone, and then later on we'll be doing some dry brushing, some dabbing on some mossy colors to make it look like moss is growing out of that stone. But for right now, we wanted to focus on making this stone look deep, making this stone look interesting, and making it look layered. So I decided to do some pin washing today. Now, you might be asking, what's the difference between pin washing and the normal washing I've been doing? Well, pin washing is more akin to panel lining, like in Gunpla. You take a little bit of the acrylic wash, you put it in a smaller brush, and you just get the recesses. So anything that has like an edge or anything that looks like it's supposed to be shaded, you give it a little bit of wash there, and that's it. You don't coat the entire thing. I have been coating most of my minis in a bunch of wash to cover it all, get it there, and then repaint over it before. And honestly, that just wasn't working out for me, and it wasn't looking good specifically on my Battletech minis. Actually, when I posted my last Trans Pride Highlander 2C mini over on Tumblr, I asked for some advice specifically when it came to the washing and when it came to getting the paint to look a little smoother. And I got some advice from a guy, and they said, at the very least, I suggest you wash it with a purple rather than a black. Depending on how clean you want the white to be, you can either pin wash or full wash and re-highlight. They also recommended some different paints, and then they said, what I've learned from the 8 to 9, and I assume years, that I've painted so far is that most mechs don't lend well to full washes because they've got big flat spaces, so it's just sits like thinned paint instead of washing. It may be worth looking into some Gunpla panel lining. They tend to use enamel paints instead of acrylic, but the principles are the same. And that was from formerly a random guy over on Tumblr. Thank you very much, formerly a random guy. And that was some advice I took to heart, and I did a little bit more research on how to do pinning and how to apply different kinds of washes and how to do different colored washes. And I realized that I've actually been doing some of those techniques already with my Tyranids, who I give 2 different colored washes. I give the pure Nuln Oil wash on the bottom underneath the carapace, and then I give the sepia tone wash on the back where all the bones and the carapace is. So like, I've already been applying some of those techniques to some varying levels of degrees, but at the same time, Warhammer minis are also very much so full of bumps and nooks and crannies and different shapes and bulgy and all that kind of stuff. So doing a full wash there actually makes sense. The wash doesn't just sit, it travels around to those nooks and crannies, unlike these mechs, which do have a lot of just simple flat space. Then I started dry brushing, first using Citadel's Mech in a standard gray, then going to Army Painter's Uniform gray, and then going to Citadel's Gray Seer, layer by layer, a little bit of dry brushing at a time, making sure that I got everything done. And honestly, it looks fantastic. A lot of those edge highlights that I would have done on my own, and like individually and very painstakingly, do look raised just because I made sure to do a layer of dry brushing with a lighter color, and it looks solid. It took a lot less time. I definitely think that going forward, when it comes to single color and specifically broad stroke minis like this one, where I'm doing primarily one color like with Battletech, I'm going to be doing this standard procedure. Get the base on, do some pin washing, and then get a dry brush on. I know I've done a lot of dry brushing for a lot of other minis, and specifically very big minis, but I definitely think that when it comes to these minis, the dry brushing is gonna be a lot better than edge highlighting, because I'm just looking at the minis now and pulling them up. I have actually the Archer in my hand, and it looks so much better than it did previously. I see a lot of various like gracier lines going down the sides and the guns and all that kind of stuff, so I'm very happy with it. It looks great. I'm very happy with how this has turned out. The legs especially look absolutely fantastic. So this is gonna be my standard operating procedure for these guys in the future. We'll talk about mossing them up later on, no worries. And after this, I'm going to make the Annihilator stand out by painting it in a brick color and getting that going. And then some minor details on the things like the windows as well, and pinning the Annihilator, and then dry brushing the Annihilator, and then later on going back to all 5 of the minis and dotting them up with moss. I'm very excited. I've really been enjoying Battletech a lot, and I've really been enjoying learning about the lore of Battletech a lot, so expect to see a lot more Battletech in the near future. As always, I hope you're enjoying my mini painting videos. If you do enjoy them, make sure to like and subscribe. It's free, it's easy, it's 2 clicks, and it's the best way to support my videos and my channel as a whole. If you'd like to support me more intimately, take a look at my throne. However, I don't want you to feel obligated, so only if you want to. And yeah, again, thank you very much for watching with me. I hope you had a good one. You all stay safe, stay Botanist Cool, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye, everyone.